Pisces, welcome to your hopes, fears, and reality spread. As per usual, you can click right on that description box below, and it will talk about the significance of the spread as well as the placement of each individual card. Here we go. Oof. All right. A plan of action. You are hoping to you have a strategy, you have a plan, you have an idea, and you feel like you put all the pieces into play and where they need to go in order for you to create this life-changing event that you cannot turn back from. Okay, so you are hoping to move forward into a new change, a new world, step into the unknown. But you planned this, so it's not completely unknown. You've actually calculated the risk a little bit, okay? You don't know the particular outcome, but you have a general idea of where it is you need to go. So yeah, you've strategized a life-changing event. Once you make this decision and move through this path, you can't go back. You do fear the unknown a little, because although you've calculated the risk on this and you have a general understanding of the things that might happen, there are some snags, some things that you recognize could throw you off track of what it is that you really want. And you feel like you have to hold on, like you fear losing your resources if you didn't calculate this just right. And by resources, in case you're new to my channel, resources can be health, wealth, or how you leverage your network. Resources can also be time, okay? It's a very earthly, slow-moving kind of energy when you talk about resources. Moving into the reality, you feel like you're coming out of a place of lack and you don't need to defend yourself anymore. So whatever this change is that you're headed to is a big sense of empowerment. It's something that lets your voice be heard and gives you a command presence in your environment, be it a vocational environment or even a personal environment, like within your family or your tribe, or maybe even within a relationship. It kind of, like I said, it gives you a command presence. Yeah, as you're moving toward this new change, as you're making these changes and following through with this strategy and this plan, you're closing out one particular chapter in your life. But you're still kind of gathering information on this foundation because you don't feel like you have solid footing in this new foundation yet. So you still feel that there's a lot to learn and some systematic changes that need to happen. And you're not afraid to speak the truth in another person's presence in order to get the information that you need. So you're very, very quick to question any people or parties involved in this change just to make sure that you are headed in the right direction according to your plan. So what I get from this, Pisces, is that there's this newfound confidence that you have to where you are more easily or readily available to vocalize your point of view and to question any people or persons or just one person involved. I don't know if it's a group of people that you're dealing with or one in particular person, but you have this new voice of confidence in which you feel like you can question the other person's position and motive in equal dialect in order to make sure that you are on the right page moving forward or the same page moving forward. Pisces, this is a good thing. What I would suggest, though, is like the Queen of Swords here. She speaks the truth. She speaks her truth and her perception, and she wants to get down to the matter of things. And she doesn't. When you go around speaking the absolute truth all the time, sometimes other people can get defensive, okay? Because they don't have the same amount of confidence you have. So my suggestion would be, Pisces, don't give in to other people's defensiveness as long as what you're saying isn't intended to hurt their feelings It's intended to clarify the situation. Don't hold back because of their defensiveness. Make sure that both parties really understand what it is they're getting into, because if this is a vocational thing and you guys are going to move together, like, be it a new client or a new promotion or a new partnership in your job, or, moving to a new department, whatever that case may be, you're going to have that type of communication to work through these difficult times. If this is a more personal relationship, if you constantly give into somebody's defensiveness, then what you'll do is you'll put your needs and your feelings aside, and eventually that person will always get their way. Okay? So I think it's a good thing that you're willing to communicate these things, but stick with it even if the other party becomes defensive. It's constructive criticism as long as it still stays constructive. That's a better way to say that. Criticism is a good thing as long as it's constructive, as long as it serves a purpose. If you're just criticizing to hurt the other person or get the upper hand, then it's no good. But if you're doing it so you're both on the same page, it's helpful. And sometimes we need to have these very difficult conversations. So good luck, Pisces. I hope you found a message that serves your highest good, and I'll see you next week.